We want to teach fielding as best you can with two hands on a pop-up, on a fly ball. If you are right-handed, you want to be settling under and receiving just to the right. A lot of young players settle up right underneath and then can't see it, or they do also one hands. Ideally, you settle up under the ball and receive. The benefit of receiving just a little bit to the right, I can see clearly, I can see the trajectory of the ball, but also after I caught with two hands, it's very easy for me and quick for me to do a transfer to throw it in. So we want to set up, receive, crow hop, and throw. Receive, ideally, like this, come up and throw. There will be situations where the runner is going back and you don't have a chance to receive, but in a perfect world, you receive by just starting to step forward on a fly ball, come up, and throw. The benefit of that is, let's say there's nobody on base, and I get a fly ball and I receive and I come up and I make a nice throw in. The whole park can see that I know what I'm doing. There's nobody tagging right now, but 2 innings later there's a runner on third base, and that coach is going to remember, it's kind of in that gray distance, you know, should I send him, should I not? If I'm a good coach, I watched how that player caught the ball in the first inning, where they received and came up and made a nice throw. That'll give me pause. I might not send that runner, depending on the situation, because it looks like that outfielder is ready to go. If I saw the outfielder do this in the first inning, not that impressed. I'm probably going to send him. Even though the outfielder might have been a bit casual because there's nobody on base, the first thing that I saw was one-handed and receiving out here. Now I got to basically do two things really quickly, which a lot of players don't do well. One, I got to transfer it, and I got to start my leg engines. And a lot of people don't do both, and now I got to throw the ball accurately. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to start my legs, and I'm going to come up and throw. A lot of people don't do that well. Whereas here, I've got my legs going, I've got good transfer. I'm probably holding out the runner in a close game just by how I caught it in the first inning. They pay attention to that detail. You need to pay attention to that detail. So it's like this, just to the right, receiving. Ideally, my left foot's come forward as I received, and I'm stepped and I fire it in. Do I have to make the hardest throw ever? No. If my second baseman isn't fully paying attention, can I be ready to throw? Like this, and then just flip it in? Yes. But you've sent a message that you're doing it right, and watching me later in the game, I'm going to throw you out of the base. The last thing we'll talk about in outfield play is ground balls. There's nobody on base, there's no threatening positions. You've got to do whatever you can to not let the ball go past you. You've got to get down almost like an infielder and block the ball. Block the ball no matter what. The ball comes up and hits you, great, it's still a single. You can't be coming in on the side, you can't be this. You've got to block the ball in the outfield. You cannot let the ball get past you. However, there are times when you need to come up and make a throw. It's a bit dramatic, but it's called kind of your do or die throw. Maybe you're a little bit older, now you're in Bantam, runner on second base, 2 outs, that person's the winning run. I got to come up throwing and throw to home plate. Just want to show you that the form is right about here. A lot of people seem to think you want to be in here. You want it just to the left of your foot. You're going to be coming in, you bend down, you pick it up right around here, you collect, and you throw. That way if the ball comes up, it has a pretty good chance of hitting me somewhere. We generally don't encourage a one-hand play. The ball might get past you, but when it's a do-or-die play, you're coming in, you're collecting like this, and then you're using that as a bit of a spring to hop up into your crow hop and make your throw. So it's a simple drill for coaches to be rolling some balls to kids. They come up and they throw. And you can start hitting balls after ball. Collect, right in this position, come up and throw. That's the position we want to see on what's called the do or die play. Right there. Not my first choice because it's only one hand, but I'm not out here. In here is too awkward. I'm just basically just beside my foot. Ball comes up, it might hit me still, but I'm here, I come up, and I throw.